Laura, how long have you been dreaming for that moment there?
Since I threw my first rock, probably a really long time. It feels pretty good. We had a little bit of a slow start to that game, and then we just started firing on all cylinders in the second part of that game, and to come away with a win in our first game is really exciting. Yeah, we got a lead and we didn't kind of let up. We continued to make precise shots and we continued to make the ones we needed to. We didn't turn it into half shots just because we could get away with it. We kept the pedal to the metal, and I think that'll bode well going forward. It was great.
Or in terms of reading it, how you
Yeah, we actually expected it to be a little bit straighter than it was just from what we'd watched on TV last night and today, but it actually, the draws finished really, really nice, and pretty much anything that wasn't a peel had a little bit of finish to it. So I think that's what caught us in the first end or two. We were actually over curling where we had expected to under curl, and then once we had it figured out, it was just fantastic out there, great speed, and it never broke down. Yeah, just excited to get out there and get playing. We've been here since Thursday, and kind of sitting around and went through all the motions of everything, and so it was just a little bit of anxious to just go out there and actually throw a rock and start playing.
Can you just take us through the fifth then? That seemed to be the turning point, the steal of three.
For sure. That was a big turning point, absolutely. And I think just a lot of really great shots at end, and just be able to capitalize on her one that she slipped in deep and really put the pressure on, and just got a little bit of a mistake out of her. But yeah, it was a really close game, back and forth. Twos to open the game. The audience knew they were in for a good game.
In that third end where there was 8 rocks in the forefoot, were you ever in any danger there?
Yeah, absolutely. A couple inches here or there, and they were close to line 2 or 3, but both teams, I think, just made a little bit of errors, and then we were able to sneak one in and hold them to 1 there. So, it was a well-played end and fun to watch for sure. Yeah, absolutely. That was it's a big game. Obviously, coming out and playing wild card, that they're coming off a big win and a high. So we know we got to bring our A game, and they had a go at the ice already, and this was our first crack at it. So we watched quite closely and got ready for this game. Yeah, we're really proud that we were able to come out opening game and play as well as we did. I'm really happy with that. But they're a great team, and they're going to be there at the end of the week. That's for sure.
A bit of an issue getting here in the first place, I heard. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we had quite a few delays. Surprisingly enough, the weather was fine in St. John's, actually. It was Toronto that gave us all the trouble. So we were really late leaving St. John's because our flight couldn't get to St. John's, and then we missed our connection, and we managed to get on standby minus the coach. So we made it here at 3 a.m. Friday morning. The coach made it at 12 o'clock yesterday afternoon, but we're all here now and good to go.
Just a little bit of switch in the pregame practice there with Alberta.
Yes, we had to switch up a few of our morning things, but thankfully everybody was very understanding of that for us.
And all things considered, you couldn't ask for a better start out there.
No, absolutely. It was a great game.
Can you tell us a little bit about just getting used to the ice and how good it feels to really start off an event like this with a win?
Yeah, obviously for us, we don't get the chance to play on arena ice that often throughout the year. So getting used to the ice is really big for us, just practicing and trying to figure out what it's doing. So to go out and play well in the first game like that is a really big, confidence booster for us going into the rest of the week. Yes, yeah. You know what? The Scotties environment is always fantastic. The fans are always great, and it's an honor to be here whenever you get to represent your province.
Well, they put some pressure on us early and made some really clutch shots. And she made a really nice one the second to force us to 1. And we could have played a shot for 3, but it wasn't worth it at that point. So we just hung in there, and we made some really precise shots when we needed them. Oh, it feels amazing. It's always nice to get it done early here and not have to come here and just play that one game and possibly go home. So it feels really nice to wear buffalo on our back, and really definitely takes a lot of pressure off. You can come in and you're here to stay. So it takes pressure off.
Initial pressure of the venue.
It's amazing. It's everything is set up really well, and it's been really good.
How's the ice feel over there?
The ice is good. It's nice. The speed's great, and it held up right through. So really liking the ice. Feeling comfortable.
I don't think there's a player on that Quebec team who's played in a Scotties before. This was their very first game. Did you get the sense that nerves caught up to them at all in that game?
Maybe a little bit, but they're a good little team, and they played really well and put some pressure on us in some ends.